The shield, over centuries, a symbol of strength, militancy, defense. So stands the Salvation Army, a refuge of spiritual strength, aggressively mending broken lives while remaining a bulwark of defense for the homeless and needy. Welcome to the Salvation Army Social Services Center of Dallas. It's an impressive facility, isn't it? Architecturally beautiful, certainly. Imposing structurally, well, that too. Functionally complex, not really. Oh, it takes a lot of dedicated people to operate this facility. I'm going to show you that over the next few minutes. But when you really get down to it, the question of function is pretty simple. This building and the people in it are a shield of the needy. Since its beginning, the Salvation Army has been dedicated to the spread of Christian principles through a unique ministry to those less fortunate than ourselves, the homeless, the poor, the offenders, those without a friend, or seemingly without hope. This ministry is seen no more vividly than in the shelter care programs, where housing is provided to those who have nowhere to turn. The Men's Lodge program provides temporary housing for men in a dormitory setting. Meals are also provided, as well as employment counseling and job referrals. If necessary, advice is offered regarding VA or Social Security benefits.
When you come in, you fill out your application. We supply one night free lodging. If you need to stay longer than that, you need to sit down with one of the lodge counselors. We'll discuss your case, find out what the merits of it are, and then recommend extended lodging for you, whether it be 2 or 3 days or until you can secure employment. If you already have employment, we can lodge you until you can receive that first paycheck.
2 other programs relate to Men's Lodge. They are the Token Fee Lodge, which provides bed only for a fee, and Men's Room Rental, which provides a fee-paid semi-private room for an unlimited time. Now, similar to the Men's Lodge, the Women's Lodge provides temporary shelter for women or women with children. Job search help is provided by a caseworker. In special circumstances, a family or couples may be housed together in the family suites.
Domestic violence tears families apart. Unfortunately, it happens more than any of us would like to believe. In our domestic violence program, we provide a safe shelter for women and children and elderly people who have been abused and or neglected by their family members or the caregivers. In addition to housing, we also provide individual and group emotional counseling for the victims of domestic violence. We also have this wonderful child care center for the children of the women in our shelter care program. It provides the women with the opportunity to seek employment, to continue with their jobs, and to take care of necessary business. It also provides the children with a fun, caring, educational environment.
Most of the shelter care programs are not there to provide shelter alone. It's one of the tools we can use to help an individual or family get back on their feet. In order to do this, we ask that anyone who checks in for emergency lodging see a caseworker or counselor to set up a plan as soon as possible. The men do this through the lodge staff itself. Women and children with families go through the casework office to handle their planning.
In every social service program, there are need for volunteers. We are very thankful and very appreciative of these people who give us their time and their energies.
As you've probably noticed, many of our clients need assistance in finding a job. The Salvation Army Volunteer Effort, or SAVE, recruits individuals to donate their time toward job placement assistance.
Volunteers conduct classes teaching applicants how to find jobs, how to read the classified ads, how to dress for job interviews.
The center even has its own barber shop. Each week, for a few hours, volunteer barbers provide low-cost haircuts or stylings for job seekers or other program residents. Other volunteers trained in recreation and physical education programs help establish and conduct such activities for the clients. The center incorporates an outdoor basketball court as well as this gymnasium to facilitate such programs. I guess Rolando Blackman's job is safe for another year. Clients are assisted through a wide range of needs, including temporary housing and financial aid. That's where our family welfare caseworkers take over. Most commonly, financial assistance is provided to cover things like rent and utility payments, or emergency food or clothing.
The Salvation Army is the only established agency in Dallas that does deal with travelers' assistance. We do offer bus transportations to qualified individuals, or gasoline assistance in cooperation with other Salvation Armies in different cities. During the interview, if the caseworker picks up that a client might be eligible for another community agency, they would refer them on to that agency. We also work in conjunction with other agencies in providing as much assistance as possible for our clients. An applicant would come to the reception desk, fill out an application, and then be placed on the list. We do operate on a first-come, first-served basis. In rare circumstances, we do arrange appointments if someone needs to go somewhere at a certain time.
Supported by contracts with county probation or state parole, the men's and women's residence programs provide shelter and supervision for ex-offenders.
We provide the assistance through helping them find jobs, helping them learn new daily living skills, reestablishing relationships with their families, or tapping them in with other support systems. Some of our clients need special treatment for physical or mental handicaps, substance abuse, and they are put in touch with agencies to help them and continue that help when they leave us.
Under contract with the City of Dallas, the alcoholism services provide detoxification for both men and women. The detox facility has its own dining area, and food is brought in from the main kitchen. Medical care is provided by a nurse on duty, and regular exercise is made available.
Persons arrested for the offense of public intoxication is brought here to the Salvation Army Social Services Center. They are adjudicated daily by a municipal judge. Those that remain on are encouraged to participate in our ongoing Alcoholics Anonymous program.
None of the programs we've talked about so far could exist without the departments providing support services. Here in the center's kitchen, the Food Service Department prepares meals to registered clients of the various residential and shelter care programs. Some programs provide 3 hot meals a day. Others, a hot supper and breakfast. Sack lunches are even prepared for residents who work or are out on a job interview.
In security, our responsibility is to protect and ensure the safety of our clients, our staff, the building, and the property. Many of our security officers who are assigned to control desks also assist the program staff with some of their responsibilities.
As you might imagine, it takes a lot to keep a facility this size running smoothly.
As building superintendent, I have the responsibility of the complete maintenance of the building and grounds. This location in the basement is the nerve center or heart of the facility. All the power and light comes from this section, in addition to the heating, ventilating, air conditioning, and all of the energy management starts here.
In the maintenance department, we're responsible for the upkeep of the building, stripping and waxing of the floors, the maintaining of all the bathroom areas, office areas, also we do small repairs, and we're responsible for the laundry of the entire building. We also come in contact with the clients, trying to encourage them to find jobs and to better themselves in different ways.
In any organization, there are a number of people behind the scenes who are rarely noticed but critical to the operation. That's a good description of those assigned to the center's administrative functions.
As the Salvation Army officer in charge of the Social Service Center, I have both ecclesiastical and administrative duties. But we have a number of people on our staff who create and implement the programs and support those who conduct these programs throughout the day.
As a member of the management team or the administrative team, I have primary responsibility for the social service programs. In that regard, I work primarily with the managers and supervisors of the programs to make sure they have what they need. I have to be concerned about funding. The United Way is one of the major providers of funds for our facility. At times I think that people don't know that there is an administration here. They don't see a lot of me, they don't see a lot of us, but we are important, we are behind the scene.
As Assistant Director, my responsibilities are in day-to-day operations of each of the programs. When I started as a caseworker, my biggest satisfaction came from helping the clients with the problems that they had. Now that I'm in administration, my client is actually the program staff. I'm here to make sure that they have all of the resources, the information, the support, and the encouragement they need to do the best possible job.
In personnel, we handle all of the pre-employment screening. We handle the pre-employment tests that all prospective employees must take before they are actually considered for employment. At this time, it's then passed on to the departmental heads for consideration. We also handle all of the payroll functions. We handle all the personnel files, keeping up with vacation time, sick leave time, and the like. We orient and train all new employees to Salvation Army policies and procedures. We make sure that all the evaluations are kept up with and done on time for new employees as well as the old employees. And we also conduct developmental training as an ongoing part of their employment.
Since its beginning, the heart of the Corps has been God's message of salvation to all people. So too, the heart of this Social Services Center is its beautiful chapel.
We have our worship services every night for those who wish to attend. We also have other activities in our other programs which are provided, bingo, Bible study, and we also have some films, Christian films at nighttime. We do provide spiritual counseling for those individuals who desire it.
I think the chapel is the pivotal point of our whole ministry. The Salvation Army's mission is ecclesiastical, and if we can help a man help himself by addressing the needs of the whole man, then I think we accomplish our mission. This makes us unique.
A warm bed on a cold night, a second chance after years of confinement, a haven of protection and love, a clear mind freed from the haze of alcohol, a helping hand when none was in sight. The Dallas Social Services Center and the dedicated individuals who tirelessly work here exemplify the essence of the Salvation Army symbol. They are indeed a shield of the needy.